Okay, in this video, we will discuss about the various production cost concept. So, in the subsequent lectures, we will see what do you mean by make or buy decision, then what is cost volume profit analysis, and what is break even analysis. So, let us first discuss about make or buy decision. Okay, suppose Apple is manufacturing the iPhone. Okay, so the iPhone has got various parts like logic board, touch ID button, case, battery, screen protective metal shield, rear camera, front camera, cable assembly, earpiece, speaker, etc. And some of the parts are manufactured by Apple directly and some are sourced from outside. So, how will you make a decision about insourcing or outsourcing? Okay, that is why should we make ourselves or should we procure it from outside? For example, consider battery. Consider the battery. So if Apple is going to manufacture the battery on its own, then these are the costs involved. These are direct material cost is $90, direct labor cost $50, variable overhead $10, depreciation of production $30, supervisor salary $20, general factory overhead $100, unit production cost $100. So total this comes around, so this will be around, this is $300. So it takes $300 to manufacture battery for the iPhone. But now an outsider is offering the same product, that is battery, at $250 per part, but he will supply for a bulk quantity of 20,000 parts only. That means Apple need to make a minimum order of 20,000 parts. Then it will get the battery at a cost of $250. But if Apple is going to manufacture on its own, then the unit cost will be $300. And this is also depends upon the number of manufacturers, number of parts produced. If the number of parts produced by the company is high, then that means the unit product price can be brought down. Okay, so for 20,000 parts, if it is going to buy its own, then it will cost $300 per unit. So then based on this, the company can make a decision to make the battery or buy the battery from outside. So from the price point of view, you can see that it is better to make the buy decision. It is better to buy the battery from outside. Okay, so this is how you make the make or buy decision, right? But this has got its own advantages and disadvantages. Let us see some of the advantages and disadvantages. The advantages are, so the vertically integrated companies. So what do you mean by vertically integrated companies? That means all of the parts used are manufactured by this company itself. It is not procuring that from outside, it is manufacturing on its own. So what are the advantages of that? So first advantage is the smoother flow of material and parts. Okay, and the second disadvantage, the disadvantage is that failure to take economies of scale. And vertically integrated manufacturers have a better control on the quality of, because you are not procuring it outside, so you can directly monitor the quality of the product. And so disadvantage means it will, if you are you're losing the control of quality. Okay, that means, so see, this is corresponds to the when you buy from outside. Okay, so these are the disadvantages, right? And advantages, and the advantage is economies of scale. That means if you are manufacturing a big number, then the price of the unit price can be brought down. You can make use of the economics. So for example, if you are making only 100 parts, then the unit price will be maybe $10. But if you are manufacturing 10,000 parts, you can make use of the economies of scale. You can bring it down to maybe $3, like that. So unit cost price will come down. And so if you are manufacturing a lot of parts, then you can sell it to other companies, to outside. So the disruption in supply chain. So these are the advantages of the vertically integrated companies. So these are the disadvantages associated if you are procuring from outside. That is the disruption in if there is some disruption in supply chain. For example, 2 years back during the COVID, there was a disruption in the supply chain of semiconductors, which adversely affected the manufacturing of various products, including cars, PlayStations, and lot of other products. So the supply chain can be affected if you are depending upon an outsider to get a particular product. So if there is a disruption in the supply chain of that, then it can affect the manufacturer of that particular product. Okay, so these are the advantages if you are making on your own, and these are the disadvantages if you are buying it from outside. So then the qualitative issues. So suppose you are making all these parts by yourself, then the employee morale can be improved, and also the customer perception, the perception that these are directly manufactured by the Apple, then that will have a different impact on the customer if you are going to make it on its own. But if you are going to procure it from outside, if the customer knows that the Apple is procuring the battery from a third party manufacturer, this can affect the customer's perception about the company. So then the issues are the vendor issues. If you are going to procure it from outside, then there is any disruption in supply chain will directly impact, and also the quality cannot be guaranteed. Okay, so these are the important differences between make or buy decision.